So a lot of people told me that the wiring on my last van was dangerous and I need to do a better job isolating the wires. So I'm trying to do a little bit better job doing a strain relief and that sort of thing in this van, although, you know, it's still not perfect. This is going to be my switch panel. It's one of my friend's old guitars. The neck was warped and it was too expensive to fix. All right, that's a little better. Still not the cleanest thing ever. I know this looks really janky. That's the current shunt for the solar meter, and I didn't really know where else to put it. But good news is that there's no interference when you close this, so. I have the stadium seat, and I think it's gonna take me hopefully around 2 minutes to install this in my van. Here's the thing though, I spent over an hour researching this seat cushion and paging through hundreds and hundreds because you can't sort based on size, looking for one with these specific dimensions. Done. And there you go, that's where this is going to sit permanently. It's a monitor. I don't really know if I like this here, but I had to redesign this because it was very easy to rip from the wall, but now it seems to be pretty rock solid. So I've got this phone charger up here, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna be able to slap my phone underneath the shelf, but it takes USB-C, not 12 volt. So I need a car charger. And the question is, how do we keep the car charger in this little socket here? Well, adhesive backed heat shrink. And there you have it. A lot of people will say permanently installing something like this isn't best practice, and what I would say is you should see what I did before I discovered you can use heat shrink. Anyways, looks like I'm making a bomb. I hope YouTube doesn't censor me for saying that, but yeah. We're just gonna stick this up there and then I'm gonna 3D print a cover for it. Beautiful. With the first iteration of this, I got my dimensions way off, so I reprinted it and I printed it in black because it just kind of matches everything better. So I wouldn't normally try to hide a car charger up here somewhere like this. One, because car chargers require ventilation to not overheat and catch fire. I'm kind of taking a gamble here, but I know that this doesn't pull too much current and it's not like a fast charger or anything. So I think it'll be fine in here, but also like this is a lot of bulk to hide up high and it'd be better to hide it down there like in the walls or something. But to do that, I would have to buy a USB-C extension cable and I'm cheap. So that's where it lives. I don't think it looks too bad there. So I wasn't going to do shore power in my van, and that's because I was looking at Noco battery chargers, and a 10 amp charger was $100, and I thought, you know, 10 amps isn't very much. It's going to take a long time to charge my batteries with that, and yeah, it's pretty expensive. But then I found this. It's a Power Max, and the only reason I chose this brand is because I went to the Battleborn website. I don't have Battleborn batteries, but this brand was an approved charger, so this like matched their charging profile for their lithium batteries, and I figure if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for my batteries. It's a little cheap seeming. The manual is not in good English. You kind of have to use your imagination when you're reading the manual, and so it's probably a cheap Chinese charger, but 45 amps, and it was less than $150, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then I did get a Noco plug because I do think Noco makes really good stuff. And yeah, this is just a waterproof plug that's going to go on the outside of my van. And then I'm going to switch this with a solid state relay. So, fun. What is happening? it can be really tempting to just drill into your van with self-tapping screws. It's really a good idea to verify that there's not a wiring harness that you're drilling into. That was really close over there. I did actually nick it a little bit. I shouldn't have done that, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. Anyways, this van has a lot of windows, and my mom has made window coverings for all of the windows, which is awesome. This one's particularly cool because it folds down, so you kind of have like a little bit of privacy, but a little bit of view, and you can open the window too. I'm hoping this spot here is pretty strong. They have bolt holes for the seat belts here, so it must not be super weak, but this is how I'm going to support my bed. So maybe this is a little unnecessary, but I wanted to upgrade the stock fan in my Nature's Head just to move a little more air. Okay, so this is one of those things that makes me feel like I'm losing my mind, because what am I even doing right now? But what I'm doing is I'm seeing how far I can blow this piece of tape with each fan without crossing the tape line. Oops. So that's all we got from the stock fan. And I've run this both ways. Just to be clear, I'm doing multiple trials. And then we put the Noctura, and look at that. Oh yeah. So this fan is definitely more powerful.